Hi, everyone. I just want to go through Unit 3, Activity 1, Researching and Applying for the Job. So, with this unit, you are really going over some skills that hopefully a lot of you have already, but it's talking about applying for different jobs and making sure you have um, proper knowledge before you apply for any jobs. So what you're going to do is make sure you're going through all the entire activity. Don't forget to be doing your journals because your journals are due, of course, with your culminating. So make sure you're starting with your journal and making sure you're answering the question. You should be working on that SMART goal that you created at the beginning of the course. So how are you doing with that reading SMART goal that you created for yourself? Um, what are some strategies that you employed that are helping you to progress with this goal? Are there any challenges that are rising so far? And make sure you're saving this as one of your journals because this is what you're going to submit as part of your culminating. If you feel like you need to reset your SMART goal because maybe you've met your reading goal already, feel free to create another goal for yourself. So then we're going to move on to the action portion of the activity. So, what's the right job for me? I'm going to guess that by this time in your high school career, you've already started thinking about jobs. Maybe you already have a job or two. So, just make sure you're going through this and thinking about what job you might want to have in the future if you don't enjoy the job that you have right now or you don't have a job at all. And then you can create a career research plan. Make sure you're going through each one of these and asking yourself some of these questions that you can find here. These are important things to ask yourself before you apply for post secondary or you apply for jobs in the future. Then you're going to go and create some occupation research organizer for your own notes. So, again, you're going to say what do you like about a career, what don't you like about the career, and then you're going to move on to knowing your rights. It's really important when you start any job that you know your rights. So make sure you're going through this labor laws slideshow. You can click on the Google Slides or you can just go through it here. And it talks about knowing your rights in Ontario. Then, when you're done going through the slideshow, you can also go to this website here to find out further information about your rights as a worker. And it talks about the Employment Standards Act. And then, once you're done going through the website and the slideshow, you are going to click on the Employment Standards Act quiz and complete that quiz. Make sure once you start, you finish, or you end up with an inconclusive mark, and which results in a mark of 0. Then you're going to move on to completing an application form. There's some examples here of application forms. Most people in life have to complete an application form or two. Thinking about errors that you could have on an application form, you don't want to have any errors, obviously, or you probably won't get the job. And then thinking about filling in the blanks here. And then as consolidation, you want to make sure you're making a good impression. So with the application form, knowing your rights and so on, you can try some of these questions here. And then you're going to do your own job application. So you're going to make sure you're filling this in with accurate information about yourself. You shouldn't have to make up any information. Just do it as if you're filling it in about yourself. So the application form can be found here, and then you're going to submit it to job application. So Unit 3, Activity 1. So again, just a reminder, you need to have done your journal and completed the Employment Standard Acts quiz after you've gone through all the information, and then completed a job application form. Please make sure you're reaching out if you have any questions.